Hello, it is I, Dr. Brian Lorgun 111, and welcome back to Void Stranger, where it's time for me to play more of this game, because the alternative is me going insane, like reviewing old videos and trying to think more about this game. We got a pretty significant upgrade last time. I have reasons to think that this might be interesting. No. I was thinking that tile was especially hard to pick up, and for some reason I was thinking that there might be a secret on this level. But our major upgrade is Gray now has wings, which is amazing. Yeah, so that I'm sure is going to be super handy. So yeah, as you already know, based on the big mega episode that I did after Act 2, I spend a bit of time like reviewing old videos and trying to piece together more of the lore and looking back at screenshots and different mechanics on old screens to try to make everything hunky-dory. Is it worth it? Actually, yeah, I think it is. Oh, will I be able to do what I want to do? Let's go after the bonus locust idols in case Mon can still appear and help us out with that. And so if I want to do that, I believe the correct strategy. Let's just do this for now. Because now I don't have enough time to do what I wanted to do there. I think I might be in some trouble here. If I bait this guy out, I could trap him down there for a little while, and then take advantage of my recent power-ups to go do things and stuff. Let's not forget the stuff. You acquired 3 locust titles. Lucky! I was probably saying like some words about the game. One imagines. Let's imagine I was saying some words about the game. They were smart. Oh yeah, so I've been reviewing old videos and trying to piece things together. So in any case, you know when you're falling asleep and your mind is like in that half-dreaming state? So I was watching someone, as I was falling asleep in bed, I was watching someone playing Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. And they had been, like, trying to locate some shrine or something. And they finally managed to get to the shrine. Yeah, Lord was always smiling. And I was falling asleep watching this, and then I kind of awoke with a start, and the idea that I had was something along the lines of, like, oh my gosh, that's Lord B's shrine, and that explains, like, all the missing lore of the story, or something, something ridiculous along those lines. And so, like, I got up and got out of bed, and was going to go review the video that I had just watched to like rewatch it to try to understand it, and then at some point my brain woke up enough to say, that's a different game. That's not Void Stranger. None of what I was thinking made any sense. Yeah, so that's the mental state I'm in with this game, so congratulations, Void Stranger. You've made me go insane. Alright, that said, in addition to going insane, I'm also going good at puzzle solving or something, hopefully. Can I trap you down here for a second? Sure, great. Let's collect lots of locust idols, because that's what we do. And then let's also get some guys to step on some pressure plates. And sure, let's have fun with it. This looks like a fun way to do this. Put that down there. Put that down there. And go like that. Oh, it's this one. Now that I have my power up, this is really straightforward, right? Yeah, I agree. Right. So let's do our little 3-tap. And then I don't even think I need a piece of glass, but in case if I do, I've got one. Zing! Alright, great. A single locust idol. I'm not even gonna bother. Okay, it's more floors. I thought we were coming up already on the next thing that I wanted to do. So let me solve some easy floors and I will see you in a moment. I could never decide if this part was ominous. After Lord Ad's departure, Lord B's prominent smile remained, as if nothing had happened. Don't ask how I know. And so I think at the end where Sif saved B, B said she saw Ad, implying that, like, the giant Void Lord at the end was Ad, but Sif said, like, no, Ad is dead. And so there's still unresolved lore understanding there, but I guess that will remain unresolved for a little while. Also, it occurs to me with the wings that I can do something I've never done before, which is, like, build up next to the tree. Okay, I can't build there. I can't interact with the tree that way. I can interact with the tree from the side. Lone birch tree stands in the void. This area feels safe. Would you like to rest for now? No. I've kind of done that whole thing. You decide to move on. So I don't need to do that right now. But that's maybe noteworthy? Is that noteworthy? I don't know that it's really noteworthy. In any case, there is a mural here that would be nice to look at. And I can totally look at it without even dying. By being clever, one imagines. Yeah, definitely with the wings. Yeah, so let's just use the wings. Right. So, is it getting captured? Yes. So there's 1s and 0s in the background here. And so I have a screenshot of, like, the repaired version of this mural because we're going to be drawing this pattern in a few screens. You can only mix out some of the characters. It reads, "Add load time." Oh, it's interesting that it's being read that way. So it's ONLY I forget which one this is. And then they always end with remains. So this would be REMAINS. But they're reading the A first. So this is like ALOD. And so, who is this? I don't have my map thing up for my notes. It doesn't matter right now. In any case, yeah, I like the fact that these puzzles... Sounds like complete gibberish. I like the fact that these puzzles have meaning on 2 layers. When I do this, do I see the entire binary? That would be actually an easier screenshot. I think I've already taken the screenshot, actually. What is this? I should be able to dig that out of my screenshot folder when it becomes irrelevant moments from now. I feel like my commentary is reflective of the mental state that I was describing myself in recently. Which is to say, not great. I have been sharper at times. Allegedly. But for now, we'll say that it's good enough. I don't know that wings do anything super amazing for me here in terms of making this easier to solve. So that's fine. I guess they make it easier for me to get around here. And I would like to get just one chest, since it's so easy to do. But I think this is the next screen. Yes. Here's Basement 89. Here's an opportunity to just draw the brand that we just saw in binary moments ago. So let me get my screenshot and try to do it. The wings, by the way, are going to make this significantly easier. So I need to knock out these 3 tiles. I also need to take out the one I'm standing on right now, but let's worry about that later. Let's think about the rock for the moment. So I do need to get rid of this tile as well. And I'm also going to need to eventually push the rock onto the pressure plate. There's a bunch of things I have to shift around in here, actually, because I need to move these 3 tiles, too. Actually, how many tiles do I need to get rid of? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 tiles have to disappear. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I have to get rid of all of the glass tiles. Okay. So let's just break all the glass to start. Is that a smart thing to do? Probably not, but I've gone and done it now. And there's still enough for me to like fly and float around and different things. So let's imagine it's going to be fine. Okay, so then the next thing I want to do is, I guess, for 1, let's just put the exit in here and give myself some more flooring. For 2, let's move the pressure plate nearer to where it eventually needs to go. I would like to put it here so that I can just push the rock onto it. And in order to push the rock onto it, I'm going to need some place to stand with leverage. So let me do that. And then let's grab the pressure plate, put it down here, and push the rock onto it. Alright, great. I just broke another piece of flooring. Is that good or bad? I might have miscounted. I guess let me just try to draw the entire pattern and see if it ends up working out now or not. I think I still need 2 more pieces, and I've knocked out too much glass, assuming that the glass can count as part of the real floors. So I think the correct thing to do is A, for me to take a death, and B, for me to acknowledge that especially today, I might screw this up again, and so let me make a save state. Okay, this time I think I have it right, and so if I pick up this, there we go, and there is like the armored water beetle thing or whatever, which might be Lord Tan, and so this might be the sword, maybe? Maybe. Let's find out together. Yum. Interesting. Okay. For 1, memory shard, great. This is also teaching me some, like, extra wings physics in case I didn't already know. So that's cool. I'm not entirely sure if I can read from here, so let's do this carefully on solid ground. Whoa! A crudely written message glows through the niche. Basement 4, 44, 86, 184, 196. 4 and 44, those are places that we interacted with Mon. So these are places where, and 196 is maybe where he jumped off the edge, I don't remember. And then locust idols. 3, it's the threshold of how many locust idols you need, although that looks like 81, 49, 56, 77. Greater than or equal to. Okay, yeah. 21. It's not 81, it's 21. And yes, that's what I had. I had 3 locust idols on basement 4. I had 21 locust idols on basement 44. Okay. And then, okay, so that's the bottom of what we're witnessing on the screen. The top, on the other hand, appears to be a grid that is 9 wide by 12 tall and is only occasionally filled in. And I'm not certain what that's telling me. It also might be wider than it appears, and some of the columns just do not have any entries. So I can reason about that before next time. But I think this might be telling me like the location of chests with locust idols or something, and the locations where I can find Mon to get all of these hints. So this is very useful information. So future video editing, Brian. Oh, it reads. Really? Wait a minute. Are those letters in the upper left? They are. So let me get my mouse cursor if I can. If we read this as a 3x3, they always have the upper left one filled. Filled, empty, empty is the top row. Filled, empty, empty, filled, empty, empty, filled, empty, empty, filled, empty, empty. So these are kind of like the same alphabet that is carved in the murals. But my character is just going to read it for me, so that's even more convenient. Great. What does it read? Mon was here. Yep. Monwashere. Yep. Okay. So those are the places that Mon was, and I already figured it out on my own, so I'm glad I figured it out on my own before reading that. Makes me feel smart. Okay. Great. I would like my floor tiles back so that I can build my way over to the Rock of Destiny, who declares, there used to be a seal here. One day it simply disappeared. Strange. Don't ask how I know. A seal. Do I know what constitutes a seal? And also, it does appear as though the right-hand side of the room has just disappeared into darkness. Could this be a hint that there is, in fact, more structure on the right side of the room that has just become invisible? Like, there's the usual wall there, but to the north of me looks suspicious to me. And so I'm going to attempt to build this way a little bit. Alright, nothing seems to be there. Or there. So it's not like there's like a secret invisible chest hidden over there, so far as I can tell. But let's also test over here. I'm not really seeing anything too suspicious here. Well, other than like the entire room, all of these secret chambers, etc. There used to be a seal here. There's also some funny geometry to the south of me, so let's definitely inspect that. And here could also refer to the spot where the rock is currently. I suppose for completeness sake, I did not try stepping here or here, but now I have. So it might be that we need to return to this room, but for now I won't worry about it. And instead, we will continue. So we just exited from basement 89, so I think this is going to bring me to basement 91. Nope, it's basement 111. Hello, it is I, Dr. Brian Lorgan 111, who has no idea how this game goes. It's very strange. One might even say stranger. Here in the void. This piece of glass to the left of me exists for a Lily version of the puzzle where there was a reflection monster in this room. It's not otherwise suspicious. I do not have a sword to kill that guy and try to lift that tile to see if it might be a secret tile over to the left over here, so I also won't worry about that right now. Okay, so we did basement 89. We got more information about where to find Mon to get the rest of the hints, so that's great. I think at this point it will be a while before there's anything that I know I need to do next, so probably a cut until I see something cool. And yeah, so as Gray, I don't remember if we have actually read this. This is the nice symmetric one that is actually going to be really easy to solve. Only gnawing rage remains. And it reads, ONLYGNAW, etc. Alright. So yeah, I decoded that offline after episode 53 or whatever it was that I made the super mega cut after Act 2. So this one is Lord Tan, and we know very little about you. It occurs to me on this screen that with the wings and the sword, I could kill all of the enemies and then navigate over to here. So there's probably an HP shard hidden on this screen underneath this statue. Okay, basement 137. I need to make the brand, which basically involves killing all these guys. They're standing on glass. Oh, that's gonna be the tricky part. Isn't it? Actually, there's a few tricky parts. Okay, I hadn't really thought about this. Let's imagine that this statue doesn't exist for just a moment. I could push this statue right and up to kill these guys, but then it would be against a wall, which means I couldn't also use it to kill this guy. Similarly, I could have this guy kill these three, but I would need another statue to kill this guy. And then... one statue in theory... In order to kill this guy, I need a statue against the north wall. In order to kill this guy, I need a statue against the west wall. North wall, west wall, south wall. So that is 5 statues that I need free. And I only have 1, 2, 3 in the middle to play around with. No, I could push this guy north. I can push these guys north. So, these guys to go north to kill these. These kill these. So far, so good. And then this guy has to kill all the rest, and in theory that should be possible. And the best order to attempt all of this, I think I see. So if I do this first, then I can start attacking this. Oh, this is already kind of bad, because I have the exit in the way and I can't move it. I was planning to move it. I like to move it. Is this still possible? Maybe. I think it is, because I think I can go ahead. A few things. Let's just leave that there, because I can just wings over here. So, this guy's going here. This guy... Oh, I need to... Okay. In order to keep pushing. Alright, so we're going to borrow from the top to push this guy. Oh, is that where I want him? What does the brand look like? Like, is there supposed to be a block here? Hold on. I was just assuming if I kill all the guys, everything works out. But yeah, these statues are still sitting on glass. I guess the glass is fine. Like, the glass doesn't count. It's only floor tiles that seem to make the brand. So let's not worry about that for right now. So... Okay. Come on, brain. You can do it. The exit, let's just move it out of the way. So now, one of these guys to the south. Actually, a few things. Okay, so I'll move that back up in a second. This guy needs to go here. One of these guys is responsible for killing the guys on the south edge. Sure, great. Other guy needs to kill, like, everything else in the world. And I think I could do that. So you're gonna kill him. You're gonna come over here. I'm gonna move this temporarily, very carefully, so that I can push you again over here. And then having done that push, I'm gonna move this back so I don't forget about it later. And there's also another thing I need to move back, but I'll do that in a minute. And then similarly here, I'll move that back in just a moment. That moment has not quite come, but we're getting there. I'm going to move it over here now. Okay, now the moment has come. So this one goes back here. This one goes back here. And then if I pick this up, the thing should appear. There we go. Alrighty, basement 137. Let's see what's inside your secret alcove. After undeploying the wings by falling a second time. I note that there's like some symbol here. So this appears to be Lord Tan's very curvy horns. And I don't see a whole lot else I could do in here, so let's hope I can interact with this. Oh! You acquire a strange sword. Its ornate design makes it rather cumbersome to use. Who knows? Maybe it'll come in handy in the long run. Okay, so this appears to be the alternative Void Sword. However... I might have just created a boss battle. Can I just hit him with the sword and win it? Or do I need to kill... Oh. Oh, he's about to spit on me or something. I'm guessing I have to kill all these things. So this is what I choose to do. He's firing a super death laser. Of course. Why not? I have to kill him as well. And then the exit's gonna appear, I guess. Okay. Can I face upward? Oh! That touches you and I die. Okay. I've learned a valuable lesson. Can I do this? Oh, there's only certain times that you're vulnerable. Oh, and you're gonna destroy blocks? That's not very nice. At least I have some wings, so the block destruction is not that big of a deal, I suppose. So when can I hit you? How about now? No, and now he's targeting the block I am standing on. Okay, so this is a fight that we need to learn. I understand. Are you vulnerable now? No. Are you vulnerable now? No, and also you hit me with your laser and you killed me. Okay. When might you be vulnerable? That would be very useful for me to figure out. Not now. I know not now because I just tried that. You have a variety of animations? Maybe now? I see. When you're about to fire your super laser. Alright. I have a problem. Which is, I've kind of run out of tiles. As we may have noticed. I don't think there's a way to recover from this, given the limited space that I have. I might be able to, however. Hold on. Because I got a question mark there, which suggests that maybe I can build here? Yeah, I see. I actually do have to build here because you're moving upwards. And so, when did I just manage to hit you? When you were about to fire at me, I think? Yeah, now? No, it wasn't now. Okay, so I'm still not sure which moment you were vulnerable in, and so I need to pay more attention to that, apparently. Let's give myself some more space. Yeah, I don't have a sense. I think it was when you're firing that laser. That's when you're vulnerable. So I need to wait until you are about to fire that laser. Now. And if I do this... Yes. But then you're going to fire the other thing back at me, which is not as good. You're going to do it multiple times. That's not very nice. That's not nice at all. You're a big cheater. Alright, but you've moved farther away. At this point, I don't need my mouse cursor, so let's do that. I need to bait you into firing... Oh, great. That laser. Okay, so I hit you again. You're gonna erase more of my tiles, which is very mean. I declare it. And you're not doing the right thing yet. Now you are, but I'm not going to be in position to take advantage of it, so let's start setting up a new base of attack that I could hit you from. And let's try to acquire some more tiles, I think. Alright, once again, I can't get there fast enough. Ooh, I need to also dodge the laser. So let's do that too. Okay, I think I probably want to make a home over here. Let's hold on to one of these. Can I get there in time? I cannot. Yuck. This is not going great. I'm just going to wait here. Alright, do you want to try spitting your super laser at me again, by any chance? There you go. Okay, smack. Got him. Okay. That's a cool boss battle. Was that actually Lord Tan? Because we fought Mon, and so maybe that's what Tan was actually like, but I thought that Ad destroyed Tan back in the day, when he wouldn't stop fighting after the battle or whatever. In any case, I have the sword now. Hooray! Where am I going to exit to? I was at 137, so I think it's going to be 139. 140. Close enough. Alright. Neat. Let me figure out what is next. How nice of the game to give me a sword, enabling me to kill these guys. It's very convenient. So, this one, the left-hand side is damaged. And so we must be entering Gore's territory. Yeah, because that's starting to say only feeble remains. And I think that, coupled with some other information that I have, means I will be able to reconstruct a brand. This one doesn't actually show me the binary. Let me check my notes if I could actually reconstruct this. One moment. Okay, I'm glad I did that. This is wild. I'm going to show you the screenshot that I had of Basement 141, and the opposite half of it was smashed out previously. So I can piece the two halves together, which is great. And actually, just from the other screenshot, I was able to determine, and I'll probably insert another screenshot here, I was able to infer where the remaining stuff that I was going to have to build into, it's actually going to be on Basement 157 that I need to build it, was going to be. But why was one half and then the other half? Was it like one was with Gray and one was with Lily or something that I took these screenshots, or something along those lines? I'm going to have to pay even more attention to that, because there might be more differences between runs or between characters or something in terms of the details of some of these basement floors. In any case, I have all of the power-ups that I know about right now. I probably have killed this guy before with Sif, but just in case, we'll do that. Have I wronged you? Asking God. Alright. Okay, in any case, I don't think there's anything I need to do before Basement 157. Oh, we may have a new... So, there's at least one conversation where... Oh, I need to get to 157. I have 37 locust idols. Okay, I have to be careful about that too. We've had one conversation where Gore talked to Sif and asked Sif to stab Gore out of her their misery with their toothpick. And this time we're carrying a sword. And Gore has also commented to Lily that usually mere mortals can't carry Ad Scepter. So I wonder if Gore will detect Gray's various power-ups now and have new dialogue. So let's discover this together. A giant head lies before you, blocking your path. Alright, I think I have to wake it up. What do you want? Hold on. That sword you carry. Could it be? Yes, there's no mistaking it. I know this is very sudden, but could you... How should I put this? Take that sword and... kill me? Dots. Pretty please? Gore has a rare smile. And so, what happens if I interact again? Because it's the same button to use the sword as to interact. What? You don't want to kill me? Sorry, I should have known you mortals take death pretty seriously. I'm just tired of being alive. Even more so after my body was taken away. And since this place is barely functioning anymore... Barely functioning anymore... After the Void Lord Battle War thing, the Void was in a state of flux and disarray or something when Lord Ad left. And it does seem like this might be like a computer from the future scientific research station or something that's like misbehaving or something, maybe? I don't know. It's too hard for me to try to accomplish the goals that I have in my notes and solve individual basement puzzles and figure out the lore all at once. And so it's really good for me to just like put aside some of the lore. I'm having some vague insights, but at some point I will re-review it all and recontextualize it all, and it will all come together as beautifully as it did back in episode 53 or 54 or whenever it was. So look forward to that. In the meantime, let's keep reading. I have no purpose here. Besides, I'm blocking your way, right? So it would be better for you as well, since there's no other exit from this floor except the one. So how about it? You decide to grant their wish. I did not expect this. I'm going to get to talk to that rock. I wasn't that interested before, but all of a sudden the ability to talk to the rock is very interesting. Really? Is this really happening? What a relief. Dots. Alright. Just thrust that sword into me. It shouldn't require much power. Here goes nothing. Wait. Gore, what are you doing? This might be a stupid question. But have you died before? What is it like to die? I heard you mortals believe in reincarnation or something. Will that happen to me as well? Because that sounds super bothersome. You tell them you'd rather not think about such things. I see. Well, in that case, I've only got one more thing. If you see my sister, tell them that Gore said hi. They're missing their left eye. I'm sure you'll recognize them if you two happen to meet. Missing the left eye. I think that was Lord Tan who we got the sword from. Who is missing the eye? Or is it Ad who appeared to have one eye at the end? I'm not sure. Once again, I can review a bit of that off camera. Okay. And, wait, I've only got one more thing. Here's a monologue for 10 minutes. Thank you, stranger. See ya. And I didn't even have to press the button again. Graves just went smack. Alright, this is great. This is how we get N locust idols all the way to Mon at the lower level basements. That I wasn't even bothering trying to get every locust idol because I was like, I'm never going to get that many there this run. Now I can carry 37 locust idols forward. Okay, let's talk to the rock. So the big head finally got their wish. This is not merely the memory or echo of some past soul. This is something that just happened. This is demonstrating almost a conscious awareness in this entity right in front of me, and not me reading an echo or memory of the past. Interesting. Dots. You did what you had to do. Don't ask how I know. Okay. This game is so weird and crazy, and I'm really enjoying it. Okay. How many locust idols do I need again? Let me go check on that. According to what we witnessed earlier in the episode, I would need 77 locust idols by basement 196 or something like that. And I happen to know that that is impossible even if I could triple the locust idols. And not all of them are tripleable, such as this one. So I'm not going to worry about locust idols anymore this run. And if that's the case, then the next thing I need to do is to get to basement 157, because that's where there should be another secret alcove. Have I gone down into that one before? I don't think so. So I will meet you there. It just occurred to me that during my previous Gray runs, I don't know that I talked to the reflection monsters very often, so I'm going to talk to a few. Have I seen you somewhere before? That's all she says to this one. And can I talk to the north one as well? Can't you see I'm busy? Alright, fair enough. Alright, so I guess glass does matter, because there's still a lot of things. I'm on basement 157 that I need to preserve. So let's lose what's-his-face over there. I'm going to pick this up, put it here, and now I believe this is correct, and so if I pick this up, we should get a thing. Yeah, I did the thing. Alright, basement 157. What do you have in store for me? There is some smashed something on the ground. It appears over here. So I'm very interested in that. I am, of course, also interested in the memory shard fragment doohickey. And, oh, is that a... What is this? And is it going to try to kill me? It might. I guess we're about to find out. It did not. So that's nice. Let's imagine I might need one more of these so that I can walk up and interact with this. A broken seal. Seal. Okay, so we heard about the seals before. Did I see the word seal other than previously in this episode? Have I ever seen the word seal appear in this game? I don't remember offhand, but I'm going to have to check on that. So that's all it is. It's a broken seal. I can't interact with it in any other way, as far as I can tell. And then what about you, Mr. Let's do this. What is it I'm trying to do? I think what I'm trying to do is... What am I trying to do? I have figured out what I'm trying to do. Then the question becomes, is it doable? And the answer is probably yes, but I am going to require more blocks to carry out my goal. So my current goal is to push that statue and try to interact with it from the side. But I require more blocks. And it turns out that more blocks are a pain in the neck to get the way that I have left myself here. So let's go grab... Oh, hold on. Did I talk to you? The brain value is volatile. So we saw branes before. Sif spoke of them, saying that Ad was the only one who could move between branes willy-nilly, and the rest of us follow the rules, which is to say have to exit through stairs to get to the next floor. Brain, I know from having studied quantum physics and gravity in a book by Lisa, I can't remember her name right now, because that's a hobby of mine, is like a type of like nth-dimensional membrane or something that like is used to explain like quantum gravity and you can imagine like the universe existing on one brane, which is like a flat surface, and there's another brane somewhere else that like maybe has dark matter or something that interacts only gravitationally but not via the other forces like electromagnetism, with things in the other brain. I'm not describing this very well, and I also might not be remembering it very well because it's been a number of years. But we do know from the disk computer that Sif talking to Judge Zero at the end was saying that it was like studying quantum physics and teleportation and gene splicing and all kinds of things. And so I think something. I think it's like actually referring to something from physics or something in terms of branes. And so, like, each floor of the Void Tower is like its own brain or something. I don't know. In any case, that was a typical Brian side diversion talking for one word. The brain value is volatile. But as long as you only manipulate the last two digits, it's not basement, it's brain. Okay, and so this is the thing that tells me that I can use fast travel by getting into the HUD and changing the last two digits of basement, 003. It should work. You do know how to do that, don't you? I do. All right. Okay, so they're canonically brains and not basements. Great. We're learning more lore, and I love it. I don't need that many blocks, but I do need more blocks. I think this will be a sufficient number. Okay, I have a back behind him, and I have a front over here. So now I can try pushing this. It is pushable. It turned to gold. I should have tried to talk to it first. Maybe. Rats. Can I talk to it now? How bothersome. I wonder if I had talked to it before pushing it. Or possibly because I pushed it into a corner or something. If it would not have transformed the way that it did, and I could have gotten other lore and dialogue. So yes, how bothersome indeed. Perhaps I've missed something. That's fine. We can always come back if we need to. We're gaining more information. I'm very happy. We also got a memory shard. I'm also happy about that. Let me see where I am in an episode, because this has been very fragmented for me. Oh yeah, it is totally time to call it a day. I'm going to say, as always, I hope as always that you guys are having a great day, and I will see you again soon for more Void Stranger. For now, bye-bye.